It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. May. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing here is May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. In motion right, Dobbs. From the shotgun, May with it. They'll swing this out to Henderson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. In motion right, Dobbs. On 1st down, it's Henderson. Taken down at the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll throw with May. Got Dobbs over the middle. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
To the air, May. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And
he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Patriots 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
To throw, it's May. They set up the screen for Henderson. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roll down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's May. Now he's going to step up and run. Got a man, Boutte. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down,
May now off the bootleg. Now a run here off the RPO. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 13 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 65 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Pass incomplete.
This back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's May. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Right 80, 11.
This time Burrow will look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The Bengals at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Milton Williams forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On 2, ready?
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Right 80, 11. 11 Thomas. 11 Scott.
An inside give, Brown. 148 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 14.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
11. Big 13.
Burrow looking to pass. And he is caught. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. A great play there. 66 yards. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. Still going. And they take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Keyshawn Butte, 73 yards. And the Pats are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game. We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the web ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, a give to Brown. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
I'm one, right?
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. 180. Right shot. Shot.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
11.
And Burrow going to change the play.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Shot.
Back to throw here. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. T. Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Williams being motioned left.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
And this offense going to left to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Close. 180.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Oren Burks. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A short throw there, pulled in by Hall. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
11.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. May. Gets this complete to Butte. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. From the shotgun, May with it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing here is May. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
We'll swing this out to Henderson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll throw with May. Short pass caught by Henry. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Oh, they're changing this at the line. How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. You there. Five. Crazy. Five.
They're going on 4th down. May. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kyle Williams, 30 yards. And the Patriots take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
I should probably start their head, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
180. Race hard. 11,
Now
11,
Burrow
11.
changing things up here.
11,
Now they'll
11,
change
11,
things
11.
up. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
3rd down, here's Brown. How about this defense? For a 3rd straight play, he's going nowhere. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out. To the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Keyshawn Butte, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Patriots 35.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the
Stop.
football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Owen Burks. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go. Hey, Cowboy 12, 12, 12. Ready?
Take this into the end zone from Bengal TV. Chase Brown, 26 yards. And the Bengals extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Next to score, Bengals 5, Patriots 35.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, for the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. He's on his way. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Here we go.
And to give to Brown on the option. 201 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keeps the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not an inning rush offensively. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game,
ready?
they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step
Here we go.
one on that
11
play.
MT, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Stop.
Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. To the air, May. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And the Patriots first down.
To throw, it's May. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 26.
Here's May. Completed out left to Dobbs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Patriots first down. 1st and goal, New England.
They go play action now. May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll drop the throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20.
62. Patriots 42.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
180. Raise up. Stop.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.